Hey everybody, it is Tao at the Forge, and today I'm going to give you guys some ideas on how you can win at Midweek Magic Historic Pauper. Now, for those of you that don't know, Historic Pauper is a format that is all commons, and it's can be a little bit tricky, but it's actually a lot of fun. But it is quite different than the other formats. Now, a couple things to realize is that Pauper is typically very creature based. It's a lot slower. If people are playing dual lands, they have to play basically tap lands all the time. And the other thing is it's hard to play like 3, 4, 5 color decks. You know, there are some that do that, but it can be a little bit tricky. Now, before I go into showing you some of the decks that you can play, remember to like and subscribe to the video. If you do like what I'm doing, you know, it really helps a lot, even just to give me a thumbs up or, you know, subscribe or even share the video. All right, so let's go take a look here. So I have a number of them here. Some of them are good, some of them are not so good. I haven't had a chance to test all my creations yet, okay, but what we're going to do is we're going to look at the few that I have. So first one is Rat Colony. Rat Colony is a very popular build. This is not completely my creation, probably not any of my creation. All right, but essentially Rat Colony is a 2 mana 2/1 and it gets +1/+0 for every other rat you control, and a deck can have any number of cards named Rat Colony, so we just have 32 Rat Colonies. Right, on top of that we're playing 12 swamps, 6 mountains, and 4 cinder barrens. And then on top of that, okay, normally people will just have a ton of rat colonies, but what we're going to do is put a Warlord's Fury. So sometimes our rats can attack and we can give them first strike and also help us to draw a card. And sometimes we fizzle out, and or our opponent like puts like, you know, a pacifism or something on one of our rats, and we can use Costly Plunder to sacrifice the rat and just get more rats, basically. All right, so this one's actually a pretty effective one. It is fun to play for a while, but it does get kind of boring after a while. But if all you need is there are 3 wins for today, then that'll do it. All right, let's see. The other 3 that I want to show you guys is Pauper Blue-Black Control. Okay, so Pauper Blue-Black Control is one that I've actually just kind of recently put back together here. We have basically our win condition is going to be Dogged Pursuit. So at the beginning of your end step, each opponent loses 1 life, you gain 1 life. We also want to get down Ill-Gotten Inheritance, right? And so at the beginning of your upkeep, Ill-Gotten Inheritance deals 1 damage to your opponent and you gain 1 life. So basically they're going to ping your opponent down. Now, as I said, Pauper is primarily a creature-based format, so we have to have ways of dealing with our opponent's creatures. Now, if they have something that just hits you for 1, that's not a big deal. Right, because like once we get down this Dogged Pursuit or Ill-Gotten Inheritance, that'll just basically like negate that damage. But there are a number of other things that our opponents can do. Okay, so we have Essence Scatter, right, to basically just counter creature spells. We have Frantic Inventory to help us draw more cards. We've got Mire's Grasp, again just to remove creatures. We have Cancel. Cancel's pretty good, especially in the mirror match, because a lot of times people, if they're playing this, they often don't play any counter spells, and if you can just counter like a key spell at the right time, like a Dogged Pursuit or Ill-Gotten Inheritance, you're basically going to win. All right, because if they let's say you're playing a mirror and you counter, let's say you manage to cancel Ill-Gotten Inheritance and Dogged Pursuit, well then what you can do is like you're going to have potentially 8 of these and they only have 6 and they won't be able to match you. Also, sometimes your opponent will just have like a really killer card that Cancel will just get rid of. One way you could do is you could actually just upgrade this to Didn't Say Please, right? Didn't Say Please is a bit better because it mainly opponent mills 3 cards instead. All right. Okay, so we got Field Research. Field Research is great because it allows us to draw more cards, and sometimes we're just going to need more card draw, more removal, and the whole rest of the deck is just straight up removal. So Nixilis' Cruelty. Keep in mind this is great for exiling things, especially nowadays. There's a lot of stuff that can come back from the graveyard. Pharika's Libation can get rid of an enchantment that your opponent has and also get rid of a creature. Suffocating Fumes is good for all those like crappy 1 drops, like those anything with a 1 toughness, right? And then after that we've just got 7 swamps, or 7 islands, 9 swamps, 4 Dimir Guildgates, and 4 Dismal Backwaters, and that is pretty much that deck. Okay, now along those same lines, just come out of there. We have Dimir Enchant. Okay, so now Dimir Enchantment is a similar type of build, except what it tries to do, it's going to win with Dogged Pursuit and Ill-Gotten Inheritance again, but instead, this time, instead of destroying creatures, we just hold them up. So we Bubble Snare them, we draw with Frantic Inventory, you got Ice Over to basically, so your opponent's creature don't untap, you lock them in the cemetery, you give them Narcolepsy, right? You counter their spells, you use Thirst for Meaning to draw more stuff. Mephitic Vapors is just like your crappy board wipe, that's the best we can do. Behold the Multiverse is pretty decent, especially early on. You can foretell it, and then when you really need it, you can just draw 2 more cards, right? And then again, we have 4 Dismal Backwaters. This one is a pretty important one because you gain 1 life. We also have Ice Tunnels. This could be any one of the other 2 like tap lands there. And then we got 6 islands, 6 swamps. Okay, finally, it's along those same lines. Okay, we have Mono Blue Enchantments. Now, what Mono Blue Enchantments wants to do is hold up our opponent again. As you can see, like you can see where this is going. We got Bubble Snare, Essence Scatter to get rid of stuff, Frantic Inventory to draw cards, Ice Over to stop them, lock them in the cemetery, Narcolepsy. Omen of the Sea helps us to draw cards. Starlit Mantle is some protection. And because we're holding up all our opponent's creatures, what we can do is eventually get down some Brine Giants. Now, this is a bit of a jankier build because we're pretty low on threats. You're trying to find these Brine Giants, and the cool thing about Brine Giant is it costs 1 less for each enchantment you control, but we'll have a ton of enchantments we control. So it's totally possible to get this down for 1 in the game, but you know, like, you have to be able to get, like, basically hold up your opponent's creatures all the time. Okay, we don't have any board sweepers, but we do have a ton of card draw, right? Starlit Mantle is meant to help you protect your Brine Giant because you only have four finishers in this deck. Anyways, this is actually quite fun to play, especially when you have like all your opponent's creatures like locked up. They're all just like falling asleep. They don't untap, you know, and your Brine Giant is just like pressuring them. It can be a ton of fun to play, but a little bit jankier than the other ones. Anyways, that is it for these 4 decks. So if you want, stick around, and following this, I'm going to show you guys how these play. Alright, so let's get right into this, and we're going to start with Rat Colony. So let's see how we do playing the Rat Colony here. Alright, so known cards in your opponent's hands are shown face up, fully visible. No need to take notes. Yeah, that's actually quite handy. But alright. Okay, so let's see. Alright, this looks pretty good. We got enough to play a crap ton of Rat Colonies. Hopefully we'll draw into a few more lands. Eventually we're going to need a red land. Okay, so... Alright. Rustwing Falcon, flying. Okay, sure. Let's say hello to our opponent. Okay, Rustwing Falcon. Go ahead, you can attack. I'm just going to play more Rat Colonies. Revitalize. Okay, sure. Ooh, that's... doesn't have Vigilance. Okay, well. Another Rat Colony. Alright. Let's see what our opponent does. Now, the problem with Rat Colony is it trades badly. So, this is why you want that Warlord's Fury to give your creatures first strike. Right, because that way our opponent has to block into it. Oh, okay, he's attacking. Why? I would totally trade. Okay, so we'll play Rat Colony and Rat Colony. Okay, we'll hit our opponent for 10. Alright, so I'll go for it. Oh, raise the alarm. Oh, very clever. Very clever. Alright. That's alright. Let's see what we can do this turn here. Does our opponent have anything? Healer's Hawk? Sure. Okay. Let's go some more Rat Colonies here. More Rat Colonies. Alright. I can't believe our opponent didn't trade their Healer's Hawk for that. Okay, so next turn, I'm gonna have basically lethal unless our opponent can block everything. And unless they have another Raise the Alarm for some 1/1s. Warlord's Fury would go really well here. Asri's Acolyte, okay. Sure. Okay. We are not lethal here, but our opponent will have to trade basically their whole board. Okay, are you going to attack? They should not attack. Okay, like I wouldn't. What I would do is hold these up and just do a straight up trade. But let's see what our opponent's thinking about it. Okay, so yeah, yeah, because this one can attack and get 2 life back. That'll bring him to 12. But next turn, yeah, I'm lethal again. So, all right. So, and our opponent's tapped out. So, all right, this will attack. They're gonna have to trade because 2 of them cannot get through. Oh, really? Really? Okay, I'll take it. Victory! Alright, well, there you go. Match 1. Rat Colony wins. Alright, well, let's go to round 2. Let's try Rat Colony again. See, maybe just... I feel like our opponent just made a horrible mistake there. I don't know why they wouldn't have blocked. Like, they kind of had to triple block there. Right? Yeah, I just don't know why they didn't. You know, like one of them was getting through. They only had 10, right? And so if a second one got through, they were dead. So I don't know. I don't know why. Maybe they thought they would lifelink their way out of it, but they could only lifelink for 2. So, all right, we can do this. Now, I would have preferred 2 swamps and a mountain, but I will take the. I'll take it anyways. Right? I'm not going to mulligan just to get rid of a mountain. Let's make them think we're playing. Let's make them think that we are playing red here. Shambling Gas, sure. Okay, so Rat Colony. Hopefully we pick up another black land at some point here. Shambling Gas. Okay, you gonna attack? Okay, okay, sure. Interesting. Let's go Cinder Barons. Get another Rat Colony down. I think I can still even out-tempo this Biogroff. Okay. Sacrifice deck. Okay. No blocks. Okay, let's do this. And let's do this. There we go. No attacks. This way we can trade up for that Bayou Groff. Shambling Gas, sure. Yeah, when that thing dies, he gets to get rid of one. Oh. Oh! Alright, we'll block that. We'll trade up. Okay. And... I say we do not attack at this point. No attacks, end turn. See what we get here. I think when he... Oh! Oh! Really? I thought the game was just getting interesting. Okay. Well, there you go. I guess you just out-tempoed them. Right? That's what I mean. Like, they only had 1 card in hand. They probably didn't have any other threats. They realized that eventually I'm just going to be able to, like, outpace them with all my rats. Alright, well, there you go. You can see the gameplay is kind of like this. Usually we actually finish our opponent, but, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, that's why Rat Colony gets a little bit boring after a while. But, there we go. 2 matches, 2 out of 2. Alright, so let's go and play one of the other decks here. Let's try this Pauper Dimir Enchants. Okay, and this one, I should actually change this. Okay, so this is... Okay, yeah, so in this one we're trying to hold up our opponent's creatures and basically ping them down with Dogged Pursuit or Ill-Gotten Inheritance. This is sometimes a little bit janky, but like when you can lock up all your opponent's creatures, it's actually pretty funny. Okay, well, it looks good. Got Dogged Pursuit, we have some card draw, we have Locked in the Cemetery. So if our opponent doesn't play anything right away, draw a card with Frantic Inventory. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Nothing? Okay. Next, end turn. I think what we will do, well, the only thing we can do is draw a card with Frantic Inventory. Okay, well, there we go. Picking up a land is good. Okay, so end turn. And we could actually just draw 3 cards here, and maybe drop Author's Great Cocoon. Okay. Sure. Yeah, okay. Do I... let's see this. Let's see what we get. Okay, so let's get rid of Ice Over, I guess. Yeah. Okay, Ice Tunnel's pretty decent. I say we hold up Didn't Say Please. Our opponent's going to try and mutate this. Okay, so let's see. Cavern Whisper. Oh, I don't want to discard a card. Oh, I feel like that was a good pickup there. Oh, he's got Village Rights though. Okay, so let's go play Dogged Pursuit. Play Dismal Backwater and start pinging our opponent. We only have 20 more turns to go. 20 turns before we win. Alright, so let's see. Ah! No! Alright, well, let's go find some more cards. Let's pull this on there while we can. End turn. Alright, so you can put as much stuff on there as you want. I don't care about your cocoon. Vulpikeet. Alright, sure. Let's see, Sentinel's Eyes. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Oh, well, you know what? You get locked in the cemetery. Alright, let's see. Another Vulpikeet. Alright, well, I think you need to go to sleep. End turn. Okay. It's not the best, but it is funny when you can pull it off. Okay. Alright, opponent. You gonna try and destroy that enchantment? No, sacrifice. Okay, yeah. Sacrifice, draw some cards. That's probably a good idea. Author's Great Cocoon. Okay. Oh, discard a card. Alright, well. Guess I'll discard that. Okay. And you're gonna go cast Sentinel's Eyes? Sure. Well, if you're making me discard, I might as well Bubble Snare you as soon as possible. And play this out. Alright, I only have to survive for, let's see, 2 more turns. Or no, 2 more, 18 more turns. Could use some card draw. Healer's Hawk, okay. You are going to get iced over, and you will get locked in the cemetery. Alright, now, does our opponent have any more creatures here? Yeah, that's okay, you can aim for 2. Yeah, that's fine. Now, I need to find some of my other things here. 16 more turns. Each player loses 1 life. Okay, don't care. Oh, Thirst for Meaning, so good. Let's cast that and see what we get. Ooh, I will throw over an ice There, and throw down a Dogged Pursuit. There we go. That speeds things up. Now only 7 turns. Yuan-Ti Fangblade, okay. Sure. I will Bubble Snare you. Oh, this is so funny to see. This is exactly like our opponent has like all these creatures and they just keep falling asleep or can't attack. Right? That's it. It makes me laugh. It's like so funny. Right, so alright. Next. Okay, and we will end the turn. Opponent will ping down. Okay. 5 turns. 5 turns. Can we pull it off? Okay, so... Oh, 6 turns. Alright, so pass. My turn. Narcolepsy, alright. That's if our opponent plays another creature. Mutating a creature would actually be pretty good, but they're going to be hesitant to do that, mainly because it's just going to be like such a waste because they won't be able to actually ever like cast anything or be able to attack with it. All right, let's go. Yeah, we'll ice over this guy, so he can attack 1 time, but that's it. And we'll hold up Didn't Say Please. Okay, that's in case they get another like enchantment destruction or something like that. I feel like we have this one pretty much in the bag. Yeah, you can hit me for 2. No big deal. That doesn't have lifelink. I guess Adventure. Each player loses 2 life unless they discard a card. Okay. Sure. Losing 2 life for you is really bad. I will discard Narcolepsy. Okay. You'll never attack again. Whew. Dogged Pursuit. I'm pursuing you. I'm coming after you. There we go. Yes, yes. Alright, so there you go. That's basically how this deck wins, is like just holding up all your opponent's creatures and just crushing them with these stupid pinging enchantments. Alright, let's see if I can go pull the same thing off with another deck here. Alright, so let's go with the control. Well, this is not really control version. This is, well, it is a control version, but now instead of trapping our opponent's creatures, we're just going to kill them. Right, so we'll see what we can do with this one. Alright, alright. Waiting for opponent. I can't believe I've been so lucky. Like, these decks don't have 100% win rates, you know, by any stretch. But, you know, I'm glad that we can show you, I've been able to show you guys what these decks can do. Suffocating Fumes is actually pretty good. In fact, I think I might like this more than Mephitic Vapors, mainly because Suffocating Fumes can actually just cycle if you don't need it. Right, we're going to start off by playing these Guildgates, right, because there's nothing we can do yet anyways. So we will play the Guildgates, then the island, then hold up, murder, Didn't Say Please, blah, blah, blah. All these other things. See if we can maybe really kind of crush our creatures here, our opponents here. So Suffocating Fumes can be very bad, you know, for our opponent, just depending on what they have, especially if they have things like Typhoid Rats. Alright, I don't have anything to do with that. So, okay, more rats? Oh, tell me it's a rat colony deck. It is a rat colony deck. Alright. Alright, well we can't do anything right now since we're 2 mana. We only have 2 mana. So might as well play out my tapped ones. I'm going to get hit for 3 here, but then I can Suffocating Fumes him. I don't know if I want to just yet. I think I wanted to play out his whole hand first. But that means I gotta take like 5 damage. Duress? Yeah. Alright. Go ahead. I got 2 Suffocating Fumes. It's all removal, man. What he should take is Suffocating Fumes. That's going to hurt him quite a bit. Yep. Okay. That's fine. Alright, and we will go with Suffocating Fumes. Actually, damn it. I should have played that on because it's an instant. Man, okay. Well, it is what it is. Alright, so right now I'm going to play Ill-Gotten Inheritance while I can. Only have to take potentially 3 damage. Okay, and then I can just hold up and start crushing my opponent's creatures. Okay, he can maybe put down 2... Oh! Does he not have any other rat colonies? It's probably removal. He probably just has removal. Alright, well, here we go. This is actually sorcery speed, so we will just kill that right now. Okay, we can still hold up didn't say please. Okay, so our opponent doesn't seem to have anything. Oh, we got a murder. Alright. Typhoid rats. Yeah, I don't care about that. Yeah, because basically he's going to be neutral as far as damage to me, but towards damage to him, then he's still going to get pinged for 1 every turn. Alright, next. End turn. Right, so only 17 more turns to go. Yeah, don't care. Alright, let's play out my land. Yeah. Yeah, see, like, I'm basically going to stay at 15 or 14, right? He just can't... Does he not have any rats? Alright, well, okay. Thing is, that Typhoid Rat is not actually my main concern. Okay, because, like I said, that Typhoid Rat won't be able to do anything. It doesn't have lifelink, doesn't have discard, you know, whatever. And if he tries to pump it in any way, I'll just kill it. Okay, he knows I have a whole ton of, like, creature removal spells that I'm just holding up. So, oh, there we go, Dogged Pursuit. Now we're getting hit. Now you're getting hit for 2 every time. Next. Okay, end turn. Now my life is going up. Going up. Rat colony. Alright, sure. Rat colony. Yep. Hit me for 1. Okay, pass. Pass. Okay, he's got to try, right? He's got to try and, like... no. Let's murder that. Right? Because if we murder it, then... Like, murder's just harder to cast. Alright, so... Pinging for 2. Only have to survive for a short while longer. Okay, we got lots of removal. I think our opponent's just screwed. I don't think there's any way they can get out of this. Ichor Wellspring. Alright. Yeah. Ichor Wellspring is such a weird card. Just draw a card? Okay. I guess it's a good way to draw a card for someone who's like not playing blue. Yeah, alright. Our opponent must have all straight up removal. Okay, getting hit for 2 every turn. Only have 4.5 more turns. I'm also gaining 1 every turn. Oh! There we go. Dogged Pursuit. I'm still coming after you. There we go. You get hit for 2. Pow pow. Alright. You know what he's saying? He's saying, this.
Oh my god!
Alright, yeah. Still don't care because I'm actually still gaining back 3 life. Your opponent's still getting hit for 2. Doesn't mean anything. Don't care. I'll ignore those Typhoid Rats all day. Okay, end turn. Still picking up a net gain of 1. My opponent has to win this turn or he's just dead. Rat Colony. Oh no. Counter target spell. You have any more rats? Any more rat colonies? It doesn't even matter, like, because they're going to get hit for one of my upkeep and 2 on my end step. Alright. Sure. Okay, let's just screw with them then. Alright. Resolve. Okay, anything else? No? Okay, take 1. Alright, my turn. Dead. Field research. No, I don't need it. Just let my opponent be killed. End turn. Done. Alright, there's the game.
We did it! We did it! We did it! Yay!
Alright. Well, there we go. So, yep. That's how that one works. Basically, just kill all your opponent's stuff and let these things go to town on them. Alright. Let's go try the last one, the Brine Giant. That's probably the jankiest one, so let's give it a shot. Alright, so we're back. We're going to try our mono blue enchantments one. And essentially this one we're going to try and hit our opponent with a Brine Giant. Like I said, this one's a little rough because we only have 1 win condition in our deck, and that's those Brine Giants. And if our opponent has a way of getting rid of them, then we're just screwed. Right, so we have to really kind of hope that we can hold our opponent down. So this one's like a lot trickier, but we've got lots of card draw. Got Essence Scatter. We do not go first, which kind of sucks, but we also have the benefit of having no untapped lands. Right, so... Okay. Charm Stray, okay. Oh, okay. So is he going to try and, like, Charm Stray us? Like, if he puts down another one? And then give himself like +1/+1/+ lifelink. Okay. Okay, do I Narcolepsy this guy? No. I think I hold up Essence Scatter. Okay, so don't really care about this. I can pretty much get rid of this anytime. But I feel like our opponent's going to like put something down that's going to kind of screw me over here. Oh, I see. Okay, he's going to try and pump this thing. Alright, alright. So now's the time we hit him with Narcolepsy. Okay, so, oh, no, he's already tapped. Let's go Ice Over. Okay. Doesn't untap. Now, white has a lot of protection spells, and it also has a lot of, like, it has the destroy enchantment spells. So you gotta be careful of that. Veteran Dungeoneer. Okay. Ventures into the dungeon. Sure. I think we could Narcolepsy that guy. And then hold up Essence Scatter. Okay. Scry 1. Sure, sure. Well, you scribe to the top. Guess that speaks well for them. Next, end turn. I think we have to hold up Essence Scatter here instead of foretelling Behold the Multiverse. And yeah, let's just get rid of that. Okay. If they have something else, then so be it. Cathar Commando. Oh, sacrifice him. Destroy target artifact or... Oh, he's got to sacrifice him, though. That is pretty good, though. Let's go... Let's see. Are there 5 or more cards? No. Let's go with Behold the Multiverse. No, let's actually force him to do that. So we'll lock him in the... We will lock him in the cemetery. See, then what he's going to do is he's going to sacrifice him, and he's going to unlock Veteran Dungeoneer. Okay, and then we will... Let's go and foretell this. Okay, there we go. We'll have to take a bit of a punishment here, but I think we're okay. Okay. Yeah, what I would do if I were this guy is I would attack with this Cathar Commando and then sacrifice him to, and then destroy the enchantment on the Veteran Dungeoneer. Right? Because there's nothing saying he has to tap to do that, just you can sacrifice him for 1 mana at any time. He's deciding. See, I feel like that was a mistake. Why didn't you attack first? Okay, Veteran Dungeoneer is also still untapped, or he's still tapped. So why not just attack with the creature first? Don't get it. Alright, well, I'll take it. Alright, well... Now you got Narcolepsy, and I will foretell this one as well. Okay, go ahead, opponent. Does it have anything? Alright, alright. Oh, Brine Giant. Well, there we go. Let's see if we can get our Brine Giant down and attacking. Put some pressure on our opponent. Now, the problem is if he has like a pacifism or anything like that, then that's going to hurt a lot. Alright, alright. 5 or more cards? Nope. Let's go Behold the Multiverse. Draw some cards. Yeah, I think we could take these. Okay, so let's just attack. And if our... Who do we pay 3? Yeah, you can put a +1/+1 counter on your opponent's creatures. Why would you do that? But it kind of sucks that you're always sleeping. All right. As long as they don't have any like pacifism or form of removal for Brine Giant, then I'll be okay. I gotta find my protection. I gotta find that protection soon. I got a lot of Thirst for Meanings, Behold the Multiverse. I got a lot of card draw. So, opponent, what you got? Might have some portable holes or something like that. Yeah. Okay. He could use that to actually, on his upkeep, to keep delving into the dungeon. Okay, so let's swing. Nope, I don't think you're going to. Alright, everything else here is instant speed. So I say we just hold up on it. We'll cast it on our opponent's end step here. You could equip this, and then on your upkeep, the creature would be untapped, and then you could use it to delve into the dungeon. Like, do it on your upkeep. So, okay, opponent, what do you got? Yep. Yep. Alright. Okay, has defender, let's see, do we have a counter spell that we can find? Well, we might be able to find it with Omen of the Sea. We scry 2. Starlit Mantle, that's what I needed. Oh, just in time. Just in time. Do you have another one? Alright, yeah, see? That's how this one works. Man, I got so lucky. I won every one of the matches. So, I mean, you're not going to win every one of the matches, but you can see they are kind of fun. That is how they're played, you know. It's just like basically controlling with a few minor threats, and even like just as like one Brine Giant can just be just totally devastating for your opponent, you know, to have to deal with. Especially you can see like all it is just card draw and not even removal. It's just card draw and like stopping your opponent's creatures, right? Just like continuously untapping them, right? So yeah, I mean, if I hadn't found this Brine Giant, things could have gone a different way. If our opponent had more removal, things could have gone a different way, you know. But luckily, I was able to dig out that Starlit Mantle, like you know, otherwise I'd have to go and like start digging and trying to find another Brine Giant. But anyways, those are the decks. I hope you like them. Remember, if you did like what I'm doing, then give me a thumbs up or like and subscribe. Maybe even hit the bell. If you're gonna hit the bell for anything, hit it for the daily deal alerts, man. Like, every time I see a daily deal, I will put out a daily deal alert and let you know so you don't miss those good arena deals. Anyways, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.